I had quite a notable incident happen to me yesterday on FSD Beta 10.3.1, version 22.36.5.3. It shows why Tesla states that beta testers must be ready at all times for the software to do the absolute worst thing possible. But I also think that it demonstrates that attentive testers will still keep everybody safe. The pickup in front of me slowed to a stop at an extremely well-marked crosswalk to allow a cyclist to cross. Instead of slowing to a stop behind the pickup, FSD Beta plotted a path to pass on the left of the stop pickup, crossing the yellow line and accelerating to do it all with a cyclist right in its path. I'm going to let you see it once in real time, then break down a few key moments. I just want to remind you that everything you see through the GoPro's fisheye lens is a lot closer to the front of my Tesla Model 3 than it appears in the video. Whoa. That would have been bad. Holy cow. That was terrible. I've zoomed the view through the windshield to make relevant objects easier to see, and it gives a bit of a better impression of how close I was to the pickup and the cyclist by the time I slammed on the brakes, but I'm going to say again that I was still a lot closer than the video makes it appear. The first clue FSD Beta did not use was this reduced speed ahead sign. Without correlation to other data that FSD Beta will soon have, the software should already be prepared to slow down at a subsequent speed limit sign. Here's that sign, but as beta testers have shown repeatedly, the software takes a long time to slow down after crossing a speed limit sign, and predictably that's what happens here. This pedestrian crossing ahead sign by itself should mean something to FSD Beta, but it is correlated with a reduction in posted speed. However, FSD Beta is barely slowing down well past the 45 mph speed limit sign. And here is the moment where FSD Beta went from completing a stop behind the pickup as it should have and performing several illegal and unsafe decisions. You can see the dotted path now crosses the double yellow line to get around the pickup. That's illegal under ordinary circumstances, but it is sometimes necessary when a vehicle is blocking traffic for reasons other than safety. The second decision FSD Beta chooses is to accelerate to make the pass. That's absolutely bonkers under all circumstances. This simply should not be something the software can choose to do. Just as public build autopilot slows for slowed or stopped traffic in an adjoining lane, FSD Beta should make passes like this with care, even when they are actually necessary and correct actions. It wasn't just a slight acceleration either. It was a kick in the pants as the vehicle veered into the oncoming lane. That's the point I took over, but I was already so close to the back of the pickup that I got on the brakes hard enough for the tires to squeal. Note also that at this point, there are two pedestrian crossing signs. The pedestrian crossing itself is visible on the road, and while the cyclist is obscured in this frame, you'll see that he is well past the pickup before he shows up in the animations. There are so many clues for FSD Beta to use even without the cyclist for it to correctly choose to slow to a stop behind a stopped vehicle, but that's not what it does. This is where the cyclist finally shows up in the animation, but I've already applied the brakes in order to slow from 37 mph to keep from hitting the truck or the cyclist. And this is the last frame where FSD Beta indicates a path around the truck even after it saw a cyclist cross the road. I didn't have to come to a full stop because the truck started moving as soon as the cyclist was out of its way, but I didn't know that was going to happen as I started applying the brakes. However, as crazy a ride as this was for me, nobody was at risk when you add in my response to FSD Beta's mistake. That's why it's still difficult to get into the beta tester program, and that's why Tesla is continuing to monitor existing testers for safe driving habits. I think this was a failure not just of object recognition to recognize the various crosswalk indicators, but also of the human programming that tells FSD Beta it's always okay to cross a double yellow line to pass a stopped vehicle and that it's safe to do so at the speed limit. There are many reasons why a stopped vehicle might have more information about the safety of the road in front of it than FSD Beta will ever have, just as it is for human drivers. That's why the rules for passing a stopped vehicle need to change even as the software learns or is programmed to more safely approach a crosswalk. Let me know if you catch anything else that FSD Beta did wrong or right in the comments. Be sure to subscribe for more FSD Beta analysis videos like this. I really appreciate you watching The Tech of Tech, and I hope to see you next time.